Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today we're going to talk about everything that I made in the month of July. I don't know about you, but even during this pandemic, I've been really busy. Like I've been at home and I've been working and I've been now learning how to start a pattern company, and it's taking up all my time. So much so that I almost forgot to actually sew anything for myself. But I did manage to sew some things, and I did climb my Everest, which I'd been avoiding for a really long time, and I finally did it. So I'm very excited to show you all the makes that I made last month. Yeah, okay, let's get into it. Okay, so the first thing that I'm going to show you is this really cute sports bra and matching leggings. I made myself a really cute gym set, and bonus, I got to use a machine which I recently bought for my birthday, a cover stitch machine. So I had to go on that, and I basically did a few test stitches and just jumped straight in. So this isn't the best quality item, but it is a finished item. It works. I have worn it out many times this last month. And yeah, it was definitely gave me the learning curve that I needed to use the machine. So a little bit about the machine before I show you the stuff. I bought it for my birthday, just mid-June, and it is a Brother cover stitch CV 3550. It's the one that does the cover on the top and the bottom. I got that one specifically because I wanted that look when you have the that wiggly cover stitch on the top, but also underneath as well. Not a lot of cover stitch machines do that. A lot of them do the lines on the top and the chain stitch underneath, and I wanted to be able to have both of them on top as well as the other choices. So that's the one that I got. And that's the one that was also the most reasonable priced with what I wanted. So I got that, and it is a really big machine, guys. It's huge. I was just expecting it to be sewing machine size. It's this big. So really happy with that. Did a few stitches. There are a few things that I feel I still need to learn, especially with my precision of sewing. But in general, great machine. So that's my mini review there for you. But let's get on to the outfit. So this is a sports bra. The pattern that I used for this is from a company called Greenstyle Creations. So Greenstyle Creations does a lot of sportswear patterns, shorts, track shorts, tights, crop tops, sports bra. So this one is called the Power Sports Bra, and it's a really cute sports bra. As you can see, it's got these two lines that kind of go down the front. It's done specifically for bra sizes, cups and bands, so you can choose the size for your actual bra size. I chose an extra thick band because I had some extra thick elastic that I wanted to finish. But other than that, it was it's a really cool little thing. So I used my serger and my cover stitch machine to get this look. And if you see, these lines here is what I did with the cover stitch machine, and then the rest of it's been done with the serger. And it's really cute. It fits really well. And because of the wide band that I did quite tight, I've actually got a fair amount of support. So I don't actually need to wear a actual proper bra underneath this. There is also options so that you can put foam cups in and stuff like that. So the pattern itself is actually really good. And the fact that you can choose your exact bra size based on your measurements means that you get a perfect fit every single time. So I would highly recommend it. And the instructions are quite easy. And once you start putting it together, you're this is so easy. The good thing about this pattern is that there are multiple options. For this option, I did the front, which has a higher front. I did it so that it has a racer back, but there is a back option that has a low U. There is a crisscross back option. There is a keyhole with the bra hook option. There's all sorts of options. So just with one pattern, you can make 20 different bras with all the different options, and it's just from the same pattern. So I'm really glad that I got that, because I think I will continue to use that. I've already actually made another one in another color with the double straps, and I've crisscrossed them, and that looks really cute. But that's from next month because I made that in August, so you won't see that until September. But yes, absolutely love this. And I did buy a few other patterns from Greenstyle Creations. The other one is these leggings. So these are called the Tempo Athletic Tights, and you have the option to go for like a normal waist and the ultra high waist, and it comes in the pattern. So this pattern, not only can you have the 2 waist sizes, but you also have an option where you can put a pocket in the side. I didn't opt for the pocket, so I just wanted to like try this out of this fabric. But I think the next ones that I make, I will put a side pocket so that you can like slip your phone in, because I think that's really, really good. But as you can see, I have used the top stitching on this as well. So these black lines that you can see is top stitching. It is not the neatest because it was literally the first time using it, but I needed like to actually see it happen in real life for me to like know how it works. So these fit really, really well. I've worn them both as a set and separately. Really, really happy with this. And this pattern also comes together really, really easily. All of these pieces, the way that it kind of wraps round, you've got this front piece, a side piece, and then these bottom pieces, and it allows you to be able to do some color blocking. So if you have 2 different colors that you want to play with, you've got all the pieces and you can just basically do patchwork, and you can just so many different color options or textures or whatever that you can do with this. So the good thing about that is, between that and the versatility of the Power sports bra top, you could have multiple sets of just like the best sportswear ever, and it's all stuff that you made yourself, and it fits you, and probably can't find it in the shops because it's a fabric that's like not being used out there mainstream. So I highly recommend these ones if you're looking to like make your own sportswear, if you know you're still at home on lockdown or like your own quarantine, you're still trying to like work out, you can still look good, guys. You know half the time I've actually been wearing these when I've not been working out, because they're also super comfortable. You don't have to just make them in like gym stuff. You can totally make them in like something else, like maybe like a cotton jersey, and have yourself like a soft lounge yoga set. Perfect. So a little bit about the fabric. So this fabric I picked up in Berlin. This is when I went to Stoff and Still. I'm pretty sure I made a video about it, so you might have to check the archives. So when I was in Berlin, I did a little bit of fabric shopping. I found a Stoff and Still and was absolutely amazed at how big it was. And yeah, this lycra was in it. So I picked up quite a bit, knowing that I was probably going to make some leggings and then a top and then all of this. And I've had that fabric for 2 years, and I finally now just cut into it. So I do have enough to make some cycling shorts. So I am going to kind of make the same thing and just kind of cut it at the leg and make a cycling shorts version, because you know it gets really, really warm outside and you don't always want to be wearing the legs. And then I think I might also see what I can do with the rest, but maybe color block with like a blue or a yellow or maybe even a gray. So it's not going to waste. I will definitely be using the rest of it, but those are my first makes and I am very happy with them. So if you're looking to make some gym wear, then yeah, I'd say give it a go, especially the sports bra, because honestly, once you've made one, you realize you can make literally 20 different versions just by mixing and matching all the things. You'll just be like, why didn't I get this before? So Greenstyle Creations, you did good. So those are the first 2 makes that I'm really happy with. Since we're already in Lycra land, I will show you my next make, which is this swimsuit. This swimsuit is actually meant to be a practice swimsuit. I have a lot of lycra that I have picked up over times, and when I see a lycra that I like, especially when I was in Miami, oh my gosh, so much lycra there, I got a little bit carried away. For a swimsuit, you need about maybe a meter, depending on whether it's a 2-piece or a 1-piece, and I'm just like, I'll take 2 meters, and then I realize that unless I'm making 6 bikinis, I don't need that much fabric. So I've got to stop doing that. But in this case, I saw this like gold champagne. It's got a little bit of a shine to it. And I thought, oh, this is really nice. And I picked this up when I was in Madrid. And yeah, I picked up 2.5 meters. I don't know what I thought I was going to be making with 2.5 meters of spandex, but I have a lot of this. So when I need to try out a new pattern, I usually make it out of that, and if I like it, then I've got a gold version of that, and if I don't, then I don't feel too bad because it was the practice fabric. So it allows me to make all the modifications that I want to make and all of that stuff. So this swimsuit I actually like, so that's good. This is from Edgewater Avenue. I've already talked about like how good those swimwear patterns are. This pattern is the poppy 1-piece. I did make a little bit of a modification. So the pattern normally has like this front bit like this, and then the back bit's the same. But as you can see, what I did is made it a straight back, if you can see there. So I kind of like made it straight across the back, and I made it a little bit lower. I also kind of made the leg at the top a little bit higher on the hip because I kind of wanted it to be quite high up. And yeah, I'm like super happy with it. There's not really much to like say about this. The thing that I like about Edgewater Avenue's swimsuit patterns is when you buy the pattern, you have the instructions, but you also have a video to follow along. I think a lot more pattern companies should do this because I don't know about you, but I like to see people doing things and it allows me to understand what I'm reading better. So by reading something, not everyone can explain a task in the way that everybody can understand. So by having an accompanying video that you can follow along or sew along with, you know that you can read the instructions, watch the video, and fully understand what is being asked for the instruction. So that's something I intend to include when I eventually start giving you guys patterns to play with. There will always be an accompanying video so you guys can follow along if you're not quite understanding the instructions. But yes, this poppy swimsuit is definitely something that I really like, and because this was a practice version, you will see in September's video for August what I actually made with the modifications that I made on this, because I do have some fabric which I was like very excited to cut into. And if you guys are following me on Instagram, then you'll already know what it is that I was asking you guys about. So, you know, just like if you really want to know, you should probably follow me on Instagram. But yeah, so this is the poppy swimsuit. Really like it. Very easy to put together if you've already made swimsuit. If you haven't already made a swimsuit before, the video makes it very easy for you to follow along. I think her name is Katie. I'm not 100% sure, but she's very good at explaining how to put together these things and how to make it seamless and how to make it fit yourself. So I would definitely recommend, if you're looking to get into swimsuit making, to go that route. And the patterns are actually not that expensive either. She has a deal every Friday where she puts one of her patterns for like $5. So if you're looking for maybe a starter pattern or something like that, maybe wait until Friday and pick up one of the $5 patterns and then use that and try it out, try it for yourself. So yeah, this is my cute swimsuit, which is soon to be cute swimsuits, plural, because now that I know that my modifications worked, we will be making more, because at the moment I'm kind of feeling the one piece. Not that I have anywhere to go in these one pieces. I'm basically building a nice swimsuit wardrobe for post-COVID, when we can actually go and like do things without the fear of like getting sick. But yeah, okay, let's talk about the next thing I made. Okay, so this little number here is one of many. I've actually made 4. I made 1 in July and I've made 3 this month. I made this top, which is a Style Arc Porsche top. So it's basically kind of like the Ogden cami, apart from it's got buttons going down the middle, and you can't really see the buttons in this print because I actually made self-covered buttons because I wanted it to kind of just like merge in. But this, I really like this because it's an easy breezy summer top, and the current heat wave that we were having and then had thunderstorms and now we're having again, I needed something like this. It's got like thin straps, buttons down the front, it's a V-neck, and it's got like a nice like a flowy feel at the top, and it's quite long, so you can actually elongate this and turn it into like a long dress. But by itself, at its actual size, it comes all the way like past my hips, and I didn't realize that first time. So when I made it the second and the third time, I actually I made it shorter. But definitely like this. I like that the back is straight, so it kind of goes straight across your back and it's quite low. Really enjoy that. And the fabric that I used for this was like a light viscose. I think this was another Stuff and Steel, guys, actually, to be honest. Yeah, I think I might have picked this up in Berlin because I did a lot of fabric shopping. I came back with a lot of prints in Berlin. This may have been one of them. But yeah, I was planning to make a shirt dress with this, but I ended up making this really cute top, which goes so well with denim shorts or just like any kind of shorts really. It's just a nice print top, feels very holiday-y, and it's super easy to make. So Style Arc's instructions are, I guess they're quite notorious for being quite vague. There aren't a lot of them. Depending on the complexity of the garment, it can go from like 2 or 3 things to like a lot of things. So if you're making like one of the jackets, there are a lot of instructions, which is great, and some diagrams. But this one is literally one back piece, two front pieces, the facing and the straps. It is like absolutely nothing to sew up. I guess if you're a beginner, the most challenging thing that you will do here is make buttonholes and sew buttons. Everything else is just putting on facings and like sewing in straight lines. It's a really, really straightforward top. So you can actually cut out 3 or 4 at the same time and then just like sew them all together, which is exactly what I did this month because I thought this was really, really fun. I wore this like a lot of the time and I know I needed more. So I made like a bunch more out of a bunch of prints. And it takes up barely a meter of fabric. So if you have some like short offcuts that are about a meter, maybe like 90 centimeters, you can squeeze one of these out of it. So just like the Ogden cami, has a lot of versatility, can be worn underneath stuff or by itself, perfect for the summertime and can totally be hacked into something else. You can like just make it longer into a dress. You can put a gathered skirt on it and turn it into like a summer dress. You can put trousers at the end. You can put shorts on the end, turn it into a play suit. Very, very versatile, very hackable. And yeah, like I would recommend. I know I pretty much recommend everything, but I wouldn't recommend something that I didn't like myself. And I'll tell you if I don't enjoy the pattern, but for the most part, that was a nice easy peasy one and definitely one of those like summer staple tops. And if you want to make it in like a luxurious fabric, it can totally be like an evening top as well. So yeah, so that is the Style Arc Porsche top. Guys, hey, hi. It's the middle of the video and I thought I would take a few moments to say thank you. Thank you very much to all of you. I don't really check my stats too much because otherwise like numbers will drive me crazy, but we recently got to 30,000 subscribers. That is big, like 30,000 subscribers. That's a lot of, that is a lot of people. There are a lot of you. There are a lot of you watching. And I find that absolutely amazing because I'm literally just sat in a room here. I'm sat in a room full of fabric talking to a camera. And that equates to you guys watching me back. Like since I started this channel, you guys have been here and it's been great. Like so many of you I get to talk to and I talk to you guys on Instagram and we share like tips and stuff. And you know, there are a lot of other fabric addicts out there and it makes me feel warm and gooey on the inside. I love that there are people out there who love sewing and making things as much as I do. And even though I am sat in a room talking to a camera, I am talking to friends, to people who get it and understand. Hopefully sharing knowledge that you may or may not have known, some new tips maybe, and some other ideas, and maybe helping you discover new patterns, new fabric stores, new ways of sewing. So I hope that's what I give to you. And in return, I get your friendship and your jokes and like tips and tricks myself. It's been great, guys. Like, and yes, I'm probably not the most consistent of people, but here we are at 30,000 subscribers and I find that absolutely amazing. So thank you guys for your support. It has been amazing. And yeah, as a big old thank you, and because I'm always trying to impart knowledge, like learn people, I am going to do a little giveaway. Yes, I got you guys a gift. So there's a reason I didn't put like giveaway in my title. I'm not really interested on like pulling random people who are just gonna like subscribe just so they can win a thing, and if they don't win it they just like leave. This is for like the people who watch my videos. These are the people who like watch all the way through the video and they're actually listening and they're commenting and I'm commenting back. This is for you. So yeah, this is for you guys, which is why I put it smack bang in the middle of the video with no warning or anything, so that, you know, the ones that are watching, like, you know who you are the ones that are going to know. So if you're the sort of person that watches the first 5 minutes and then skips to the end, then you missed out. So then you won't know until the next video when I announce the winner. So I've used maybe 3 sewing machines in my whole sewing journey, but the one that I have now has lasted me probably about 7 years so far, and I don't see me really upgrading again until I move into my new studio where I'll need something a little bit more high powered. But this machine I really, really like, and because I didn't know what was better or like the equivalent, so I'm just gonna give you guys my machine. Everything that you have seen me make in this room and in any of my other sewing rooms has been from this machine. So I would highly recommend it. So yeah, I'm going to give you my machine, but I'm not giving you my machine. I'm going to give you this machine. Is a brand new machine that I bought with my own money for one of you guys. So a little bit about the machine. My machine is a Janome. This is a Janome D6 3050. So if you want to have a look online, have a look at what it does. It does a lot. And I would do an unboxing, but I really want the person who gets this to be able to do their own unboxing, because you're going to really enjoy opening this up. But what I can do is show you my machine, which is already out of the box. Give me a second, I'll go get it. Okay, so this, let me just balance this on my shoulder. This is the machine that I'm going to be giving you guys. As you can see, it has a little LCD screen here. You've got a speed control over here. You've got like your normal standard buttons in a computerized sewing machine. So you've got the back and forth stitch. This is a locking stitch, and then you've got needle up, needle down. Here is where you have your standard buttonholes here. So you've got your straight stitch, you've got the straight buttonhole stitch, zigzag, and you've got an overcast stitch. So those ones are the ones that you might use the most often. So they've put them here. All the other ones are on the little key down here. It shows you the number for the stitch, what it looks like, and also at the bottom it tells you which foot you should be using. So there are a whole bunch of feet that come with this. So just knowing which foot to use with which stitch is actually really, really handy, because you don't want to be like breaking your needles because the foot has like bits that aren't supposed to be there for that stitch. Up here you can scroll through the different numbers here, as well as change your stitch length and your stitch width. It's a little bit hefty. You got a handy little handle here. At the top here is where you will wind your bobbin. So all your bobbins go here, loop through, and you can wind it by just flipping it over like that. Up here is where your thread goes, and it kind of threads down and around the front that way. And there is a little hole over here for an additional spool holder if you've got like a twin needle and you need two. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Also, like if you want to do sleeves and stuff, you can take off this cover and make it a lot smaller. As you can see, a lot smaller, so you can fit sleeves and cuffs all the way around it. But this is the machine. This is the machine that I have been using for like 7 years now. I want to be able to give somebody else the opportunity to have a great machine that is going to last them years, absolute years. So that's the machine, and I've showed you all the little things that it does. If you guys want to see more, I will leave the link to the place where I got it. I think this exact model is exclusive to John Lewis, which is a department store in the UK. So I will leave the link to that if you want to have a look at it and like look at all the different things that it does in more detail. But yeah, that is the machine, and that is going to go to 1 lucky subscribers. So in order to enter this giveaway, all you need to do is 1, be subscribed. It's for subscribers only, I'm afraid. So if you're just one of those lurkers who have just been watching but not subscribing, now would probably be a good time to subscribe. And 2, leave me a comment down below letting me know why you want this machine, because like I know a lot of you might already have your own machine, so you might not actually want this new machine. If you don't need it, then that's absolutely fine. But if you do need a machine, let me know. Let me know what you plan on making with this. Let me know your hopes and dreams, and I will announce the winner in my next video, which will probably be in about 10 days to 2 weeks. Because I bought this in the UK, this is going to have UK plugs. Now, I'm happy to send this internationally, but you guys will need to be aware that it's going to have a UK plug on this. So, you know, anyone in the UK, anyone in Europe that can maybe like get away with UK plugs, this might be better for. But for you guys in the US, I'm quite happy to send this. I will pay for the shipping, send this over to you guys depending on who wins, if you're happy to have like an adapter or whatever, because the plug is going to be a UK plug, is not going to be a US plug. Okay, all right, so that was the middle of the video. That was my giveaway. Thank you very much for supporting. Let's get on with the rest of my makes. So now that we've had a little break, let's move on. So the next thing I want to show you is this. Now, everything is creased, guys. You know I don't iron stuff. So this is a McCall's jacket, which I made from the pattern M8048. So that's like 8048 is what I made this pattern from. It was one of the ones that came out last spring and everyone was like, oh, McCall's have like changed all their branding and stuff. It was one of those ones. So the way that it looks on the actual picture, I wasn't sure whether it was like a jacket or a dress. Then I made it and I couldn't decide whether I wanted to make it into a dress or a jacket, and it's taken me about a month to decide, and I finally decided that is going to be a jacket. So you might have seen this in one of my other videos because I had just made it then, but I hadn't finished it until basically last month. I was finishing off stuff. So it kind of counts as maybe like a February make because that's when I started and finished most of it, but I didn't actually finish the end bit of it until last month. So I'm counting it as a July make. And as you can see, it's like this gold, like textured, like brocade type fabric. And I lined it with this really nice, like silky gold on the inside. I even put a little name tag, as you can see. And yeah, it's basically a collarless jacket, and it's quite long. There are 3 different views that you can make. And I made view A, which was just like the normal way. I intended for it to be a dress and to kind of make it double breasted and put like double buttons down the front and just have it closed, and it's one of those, you know, jacket dresses like the blazer dresses that you can make. But as I made it, I realized that actually I didn't really want to do that. I quite liked it as a collarless, like open jacket. I think I may possibly put a little hook and eye just like here so that I can like close it, but I do have enough fabric to make a matching bottom. So I think what I might do, just to turn it into maybe like a collarless jacket with like into like a collarless suit, is make either a pair of like the long shorts, so the shorts that kind of like the tailored shorts that come to like your knee, with the same material, or a pencil skirt. I did think about making like short shorts, but I think if I'm going to wear this going into autumn and then winter, then maybe a skirt or like longer shorts would be better. I don't have enough to make trousers. Otherwise I would have just made some like skinny trousers, but I really liked making it. It was really simple. It also has like princess seams, which I really like. The jacket was just like super simple to put together, and it actually fit really well right out of the packet, which never happens with McCall's. Like occasionally, but for the most part I have to like take in stuff because they have quite a bit of ease in their patterns. So yeah, this one fits pretty well. I'm quite happy with it, and that's all I really have to say about it. Like I've been umming and ahhing about this particular jacket for so long. When you think about something for too long, eventually you're just like over it, and because I haven't had the opportunity to wear it out yet, it's just like, yeah, this is this thing that I've had for ages that I can't wear. But autumn is coming and I've actually started venturing out a little bit more, so I might actually be able to wear this in the next month or so, which is pretty good. So stay tuned for those pictures, and yeah, you'll see it on Instagram when I finally do manage to wear it out. And I think next month I will think about making the other half to this like little matching set. So the fabric I picked up from minerva.com, and yeah, I really love it. I even made a fun little blog post which you should be able to check out in the next month or so. So if you really want to know the nitty-gritty of how I made this, what modifications or anything like that, then you should go and check out minerva.com in the next month or so. But for now, I thought I would show you guys a little sneak preview of this coat, which I actually really enjoy being a coat. But you never know, there is definitely room for me to change my mind, and you know how I love to change my mind. So that pattern was McCall's 8048, and I believe if you go on the website that you can order it on PDF as well if you don't have a way for it to get to you. And I think it also has a name, a hashtag. It's called the Jessa, so it's like the Jessa dress / jacket. So if you want to see what that looks like on Instagram, then you can either put M8048 or you can put Jessa McCall's. So at the beginning of this video I was talking about how I climbed my Everest for sewing, and that for me was making jeans. Now, as I've been saying throughout this whole year, this was going to be my year of pants. I have been avoiding all sorts of stuff like over the years, and this year I was like, no more. We are going to get over our fear of making pants, because honestly I only really wear pants. So why am I making all these skirts? Like, who am I wearing them for? I don't really wear skirts as often as I do shorts and pants. So I needed to like just get over like my hang-ups about making flies and like doing waistbands properly and making buttons and buttonholes and all of that stuff. I just wanted to be able to make all the pants till I'm just not scared to try anymore. But the thing that was like really freaking me out was making jeans. I tried making jeans maybe for the first time like when I was about 3 or 4 years into like my sewing journey. So I've been sewing for about 10 years now. I wouldn't say I'm an expert. I still make mistakes every day. But back then I didn't know what I didn't know. And I thought, yeah, man, I can do this. I bought myself the Closet Case, which is now I think Closet Core pattern ginger jeans. And I just like started, I bought some denim. I didn't know anything about the different weights or like what kind of denim you should be buying. And I just tried it. And it was going okay. The machine that I had at the time was my first ever machine. And it was a lightweight one, just couldn't handle denim. So like it was just a disaster from beginning to end. And at that time I just didn't know how to troubleshoot. I didn't know why the stitches were breaking, why my needle kept popping, why I couldn't get like 5 like pieces of fabric through this like machine. It was an absolute nightmare. So when I did, I didn't even finish, but the bit that I did have was, it was an absolute nightmare, and it really put me off like doing anything about denim for a really, really long time. So I decided that I was just gonna go. I feel like 6 years later, I've picked up enough knowledge, and this last year of me just making trousers and shorts and all the flies and all the waistbands, I feel confident enough in July to tackle a proper pair of jeans. And not just any pair of jeans, the Dawn jeans. Now the Dawn jeans by Megan Nielsen is like, I don't know, for me it was like the jean that I need to know how to make. Seeing all the various denim patterns come out, like when the Persephones came out, when the Lander pants came out, but when the Dawn jeans came out, everyone like collectively lost their minds. They were like, what? These are like rigid denim jeans, like I can make the perfect jeans. Been following that hashtag for a while, and it's been like helping me. I've seen a lot of people just like bashing out these beautiful jeans, and I was like, okay, this is the month. July, we're gonna do it. July, we are making our own Dawn jeans. We're doing it, we're doing it, we're doing it. So this is me hyping myself up. And I'm happy to say that I did it. Oh, I did it. I made myself some Dawn jeans. Some Dawn jeans. Hey. So yeah, I'm very, very happy with my creations. Not only are these rigid denim, like the denim that I used does not stretch, which means I had to get the sizing right, from like hips to the waist to the butt to the leg, everything. I had to get it right. So not only did I do that, but I also had to go at embroidery, and I don't embroider anything. So this was literally my first time embroidering anything. I have embroidery hoops that I've never used, and I figured now is the time. Not only are we going to jump this little hill of embroidery, we're going to climb this mountain of jeans making. And I feel like I smashed it. Like I'm not going to lie. I think it was pretty good. So yeah, let me talk you through them, that really long intro into my beautiful Dawn jeans. So I made view A of the Megan Nielsen Dawn jeans, which were the tapered leg. So it kind of like goes out a little bit in a hip, and then it kind of tapers in the leg. But I made these jeans, like I'm so happy with them. Like all of the different things that you put on jeans, like I felt was really intimidating, but here I am. I made it in a button fly. I didn't really want to do a zip, but I did a button fly. I used my really fun fabric that I used for my Deborah top that I had left for my pockets, because I figured why not. So when it came to the pockets, I looked at a lot of different like designs that people have done, and I figured, wait a minute, I can just put anything on there. I can literally just put my name if I wanted to. So I was having a look on Pinterest, and then I started looking to like abstract art, and I saw, I don't know who made it. Like it literally had no name underneath it, but it was just like one of those line drawings, but it was of someone, and it was like an afro, and you can tell that it was like a woman with like a big curly hair and lips. And I thought, oh, that's perfect. Like I don't have a huge afro, but I do have curly hair, and you know, if that could be me, that could be me. So I really I really, really liked it. So I went about printing it off and then like tracing it out, and basically transferred that tracing with my very own homemade carbon paper. I didn't have any. So I have like oil paints, and I basically colored in a whole sheet of tracing paper and then put it down and then drew over it so that the oil from the oil chalks would imprint onto my fabric. So I was super creative about the whole thing. And then I just hand stitched it. And yeah, as you can see, I'll show you a close up. I'm really happy with it. It's really, really simple, but like I really, really like it. And yeah, it's unique because no one else has it on their butt. So I've got like a face of like some really bougie looking woman on my butt, and I'm down with it. Like, I'm here for it. So yeah, I used all of these different techniques. As you can tell, I serged all the edges like you're supposed to. So I was trying to make all of these buttons here with a machine, with the buttonholer. It was not working. I had to draw the shape of the button, then go around with a zigzag stitch one or twice, and then it got really, really messy. So then I had to get out my embroidery needle, and then I had to hand stitch the rest. There was a lot of hand stitching happening in here. I'm really, really happy that I took like the time and the energy to do it. So again, guys, if you guys follow me on Instagram, I did this one like basically in real time on Instagram stories. So you can actually watch the highlight. I put the highlight on my page, so you can go there and check out what I was doing, what I was thinking, what I was trying to do, like all of everything, like the questions that I asked you guys to help me. And yeah, so you guys helped me choose the buttons, you helped me choose the color of the thread, what like style it was, what should I embroider, and then yeah, you can see my little happy video that I put at the end when I was like really, really happy with it. So the only thing that this doesn't have is rivets. Now, I said I was going to do it, and I probably will at some point, but I haven't quite got around to that yet. I'm quite happy with how it looks without rivets, and I really like how it fits on my body. And honestly, I'm just really proud of myself because this was the thing that was literally stopping me from doing so much. So here I am, made these jeans, and honestly, like, I don't know why it took me so long. Like, I thought it would be like super, super hard. And apart from trying to like get maybe 3 or 4 layers of like thick denim through the machine, which I had to like hand crank at some points because there was just no way it was going to get through. And I did learn a little trick about stopping the stitches from skipping when it goes over a big hump. So apart from that, it was just like, it wasn't easy, but it wasn't hard either. Like, as long as you follow the steps and you do what the instructions tell you, you're like, at the end of it, you're going to come out with a pair of jeans. What I did do, which I'm glad I did, and I would suggest you guys do the same if you were going to make a pair of jeans, especially in rigid denim, is to make a practice version. I have a lot of calico, and I made a whole version in calico so that I could fit my waist and my hip, because I had to go from a size 8 in the waist all the way down to like 10/12 in the hip, and then back down to a size 8. So my hip to waist ratio is a little different to the pattern, and because it's rigid denim, there is no stretch. It's not going to stretch. So if it doesn't fit in your hips, those jeans aren't coming up your legs. So I needed to make sure I made a 12 first. So that's the only thing that I would suggest. Make the 12. And because you're making the 12, you are sewing it. You would have sewed up one, even if it's just like in a flimsier material. You've already sewn it. So by the time you go to do it in denim, you've already done it once, and then it's easy because you've already done it. So I would suggest that. But other than that, pattern is amazing. And the good thing about the pattern, you've got 3 versions. You've got the straight leg version, the tapered version, the wide leg version, and then of course there is the shorts version, which is just the shortest version of everything. You can have like a straight yoke at the back, but this curved yoke is really, really cute. It gives the illusion of having like a flatter back and like a rounder, peachier bum. So I'm quite happy with that. And yeah, like, I can't praise it enough, and I feel like I'm the last one doing this because Dawn jeans have been out for ages, and I'm finally, now that I've made this, will go back to my ginger jeans and see if I can do them, because those ones are made for like stretch denim, and I have some stretch denim, and stretch denim is a little bit more forgiving. So like when you're doing sizes, you can go a little bit smaller because it will stretch and be tight against your body. But with rigid denim, you can't really do that, which is why I'm so proud of this, because it is a perfect fit. And I made it out of rigid denim, amazing. So yeah, that's it. I've finished gushing. This is going to be a long video, mostly of me just chatting about how much I love these jeans. So I will definitely be making more. I have some white denim, which I'm going to have a go out. I just bought some like stone colored denim because I really like that like creamy stone look. I have plans. I have a lot of plans. That is it. That is everything that I made in July, with a little bonus in between. Okay guys, so that's it. That is the end of my video. I hope you enjoyed, and my little surprise giveaway in the middle of the video. Let me know what you think in the comments. Did you enjoy my makes? Have any of you made jeans? Like, which one was your favorite? Like my denim is obviously my favorite because I made jeans. Like, I'm still really like surprised about that. And if you haven't already, then subscribe. Remember, you need to be subscribed to be included in the giveaway, and I will be checking, guys. Thank you guys for all of the support because you guys have been amazing, and I will see you guys next week.
Move, okay? You go to the right side, move. Okay, you got it? That's it. Now, again, move. That's it. Make sure you really roll, okay? One more.